Marnie's here, let's start your day. Fabulously flawed, we're lighting the way. Monday to Friday, new episodes with laughter and love. Let's start the show. We're shaking things up. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Motivation, inspiration, and fun. Fabulously flawed, everyone. So shine a little brighter. Grab your smile and sing along. The show's about to start with Marni, your host. You can't go wrong.
Hey, Fabulously Flawed friends. Welcome to Fabulously Flawed. I am your host, Marni, and it's Thursday, where I love to do Think About This Thursday. Today's episode I'm calling Things That Make You Go, Just little bits of wisdom and advice that I was actually making bullet points for today's episode, and I was like, I have a whole bunch of like little tidbits of advice that I want to give just all around the board for our mental health. And I think when I saw well, first, hope everyone's doing good and you're finding time for yourself to just give yourself just as much needed self-care, rest. You deserve it all. But I was on social media. I don't know if it was TikTok or Threads. And there was a girl who was like, I'm so sorry, guys. I thought I had it all together. And she goes, yeah, I think I'm going to need a therapist. And defeated, I just, for the life of me, I cannot understand why. And maybe because it's not talked about enough. And that's why I am here to, I think, put on this earth to end this stigma and to let people know that it is so okay not to be okay. And when I heard, you feel defeated, I'm like, listen, guys, you have to understand, we have mental health and we have physical health. Now, when I hear the media, when someone shoots someone or does something horrific, they go, well, they suffered from mental health. No, media. Everyone has mental health and everyone has physical health. Just like we have physical health, we get physical illnesses. We get sick. We can break a bone. You can get a disease. You can have, God forbid, cancer, diabetes. So you go to a doctor. We have mental health, and then you have mental illness. And some people need, our brains are an organ as well. So if there's medicine that can help your brain, your brain levels be in a synchronized way where you're not feeling this heavy dread or anxiety or doom, why would anybody not want to do that? How is your brain? Do you get mad at yourself? God damn it, I'm a failure. I got cancer. No. Or God damn it, I'm a failure. I broke my leg. And if somebody did break their leg, you wouldn't look at them and say, come on, just walk. You'll be fine. Just go outside. You'll be fine. Walk. You don't need a doctor. It's ridiculous. And the fact that for so long, the stigmatization, because they only portray mental health as being, we are institutionalizing you and you're fucked up and you're crazy. So that's what it's basically always been like. They don't talk about just people who have, generational trauma that they don't realize they're being triggered the fuck out of, or that they do have ADHD, or they are starting to find, to develop signs of depression, and people, they're not aware of it. Some people are not. I wasn't aware of anything when I was 47 and they told me I had ADHD. I mean, I just accepted myself my whole life as I was just weird, which I still love being weird, but crazy, lazy, stupid, messy, disorganized. I mean, I was called just so many things, and I believed it. Nobody would ever tell me as a child when I had my messy locker and my messy purse and all those things that, and just not able to comprehend. And the signs were there. So finding out at 47 was huge. It didn't change the diagnosis, but it answered every question about my behavior. And now that I was aware, and that is why awareness and accountability is the most crucial part of healing. It's the start of healing, actually. The minute you could be accountable and say, okay, I don't like the way I'm reacting. I have very bad reactive behaviors, and I'm coming across very harsh. I don't like this. Let me figure out what's going on. That is so amazing because you're aware of it. Now you can take accountability for certain things. And the anger, when I found out I had everything, it answered everything, but I was angry because twofold. One, I was on medication and I could see clearly now, and I was angry. My whole life could have been when I lived in my could have, would have, should have mode. And also now I'm looking at the people and places still trying to deceive me, but now my mind is clear. So go fuck yourself, you fuck yourself, you fuck yourself, and you fuck yourself. I became the most rigid, angry person, and it caused my marriage to just be nothing filled with fueled anger that it broke me because nobody understood why I was acting this way. And then I went to my psychiatrist after learning of Kate Spade killing herself. And that's when I was like, okay, she died of suicide. I am on the verge. I can't take this anymore, this arguing, the shaming and everything. And that's when I was put on my antidepressant, my Prestige. And thank you, God, I was, because I would not be alive if I didn't have my medication for my brain. Just like some of us wouldn't be alive if we had cancer and there wasn't chemo. You have to understand there is nothing wrong. Do you think they put up billboards on I-95 or signs everywhere that says, hey, Joe over there is on Lexapro? Who cares? Nobody knows and nobody fucking cares. And if you think it's a personal failure, then you need to really look into yourself for real, because we're human beings. We're not robots. We're supposed to feel emotions. The betrayal you're doing to yourself is not letting yourself feel those emotions. And I did that for years. I was afraid to say how I felt, act how I felt, because if I expressed anything, I was always shut down and just, I was suppressed since childhood. When I talked this week about like, who am I and where did I come from and just the crazy shit I went through my entire childhood. But suppressing all of that at 48, I realized, okay, I now have chronic lymphocytic leukemia. And I did not know that. It was a random blood test. When I had to go to the emergency room, I was in so much pain on my side that even when I got into triage, they're like, her levels, and there was beeping shit going on. But it came to fruition that my white blood count was high, and I ended up going to an oncologist. I mean, first it was a hematologist, and Dr. Grossman said, you have chronic lymphocytic leukemia. You are not staged, which means you are in watch and waits. You come every 3 months for your blood work and we monitor it. He said, because I asked him all these questions, you will not die from it. You will die with it. So in the world of cancers, if anyone, to get anything this type, however, it makes you more susceptible to other cancers like skin cancer. So they don't know what came first, skin cancer or chronic lymphocytic leukemia. And being a Miami girl my whole life, there was nothing that made me happier than laying out and floating in a pool, my pool. Just that was my serenity, my whole life, just floating in a pool, not the ocean, because I went to see Jaws in 1976 when I was 6, and that terrified me. So just floating on a pool my entire life, just into my adulthood, my 40s. And then they said, you can't lay out in the sun anymore. What? So now I'm angry about my diagnosis. Now I'm angry about my mental health diagnosis. Now you're taking away me laying out in the sun. And I always wore sunblock, especially my face. So I was fine, but they said you can't do that anymore. So I was really angry. And then I had to stop and say, okay, shut the fuck up, Marni. Let's not have this pity party. Let's not say, why is this happening for almost 50 years? What can we learn from this? Because I was at this point saying that to myself. I was in a fetal position, whimpering myself to sleep on a bathroom floor. That was one day. And then it became a few more days. And then I didn't leave. I did not want to be here anymore. And I said, but I didn't come this far to just come this far. and lay on a bathroom floor and whimper. And I started to switch the narrative in my head. What am I learning from this? And what I have learned from this, I'm going from 2018, 2019 to present day. And here I am doing everything that I love, talking about mental health, talking about my journey, inspiring people. I wrote a book about my entire life of trauma. I have done speaking engagements for American Airlines. I've done 60 opinion pieces for Newsweek, what would you do situation scenarios. My book is in the National Institute of Health in the display window in their bookstore downstairs. So the healing I did gave me the confidence to walk into that bookshop. So everything didn't start out the way I wanted to. Like, I thought I should be interviewed immediately and all these things. And thank God they didn't happen the way I wanted them to, because I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. And you guys are exactly where you're supposed to be. And if you're suffering today, I promise you, it will not be forever. It's a chapter. A bad day does not make a bad life. I promise you. You got this. You do. And remember, 988, it doesn't have to be you're on the depths of living. You could just be having a hard time, and they are there for you. They are there to be a listening, non-judgmental ear. So on that note, guys, I hope you have a terrific Thursday. Think about some of the things I said, things that make you go, And remember to never let anyone burst your bubble. Oh, you can follow me on TikTok and my TikTok shop. And I love to make so many of these kind of episodes into little mini episodes on TikTok. So it's this whole tragic to magic has been the most breathtaking experience of my life, because I never thought I would be alive, never thought I'd be at peace. Not that everything is perfect, but I know everything will be, because I am here. So remember, guys, to never, ever, 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 ever let anyone dull your sparkle. Sending so much love and so much peace.
Thanks so much for joining us on this episode of Fabulously Flawed. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. That helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Once again, we're so glad you're here, and we hope you'll come back Monday through Friday for another serving of empowerment, motivation, and inspiration. We'll catch you next time on Fabulously Flawed.